Good morning and welcome. We are going to discuss the lecture, How to be a Good Lecturer. As a matter of introduction, we'll start by looking what a lecturer is. A lecturer or a teacher is a person responsible for the education of learners. Now, we now know what a lecturer is. We need to look at what is a good lecturer, because this topic is on how can one be a good lecturer. So, what is a good lecturer? There is no standard definition of what constitutes a good lecturer. Literature, however, defines a good lecturer in the form of attributes, qualities, or traits that should be possessed or exhibited for one to be considered a good lecturer. Let's look at these qualities of a good lecturer. A good university lecturer needs to possess a number of different abilities, traits, or qualities. The attributes, traits, qualities, or characteristics are derived from the perceptions of students and academics of what constitutes a good university lecturer. These characteristics or qualities are grouped into three categories, namely character, competence, and connection. A good understanding and subsequent implementation of these traits, attributes, and qualities may lead to one becoming an effective or good lecturer. Now, let's look at the first category of qualities of a good lecturer, which are classified as character or under character. Character involves the personal traits of the lecturer or professor, which is manifested in the form of students feeling very motivated, confident, and comfortable with the integrity of the classroom experience. A good professor or lecturer should have good personal qualities such as being reliable and trustworthy, very strong values and attitude, being humble and honest, being consistent and disciplined, being a good motivator, having good communication skills, and having respect for students. The category of qualities of a good lecturer are called competence, or they fall under the competence traits. Competence is the ability of the professor to convey the technical content of the material in a way easily understood by the students. The major qualities in this area include having a deep knowledge and passion for their subject matter. A good professor must be an expert in his field with the relevant qualifications. He should have a passion for teaching and for advancement of their field. Finally, under competence, a good lecturer should have good organizational skills and preparedness for each day. The last category is called connection, and the traits under these conditions are meant to ensure that a teacher has the ability to build and maintain a healthy and trusting student relationship in the classroom. Besides creating this relationship, you should have an ability to collaborate with colleagues, be the professors, teaching assistants, or any other people involved in this school. So, having looked at the three categories of qualities that a good lecturer should possess, it has been noted that there are many qualities, characteristics, and traits that have been identified in this lecture. A lecturer does not need to possess or exhibit all of them to be considered a good lecturer. In my view, at minimum, a good lecturer should possess or exhibit major qualities or the best qualities, such as having a deep knowledge and passion for their subject matter, an expert in his field with relevant qualification, ability to build and maintain a healthy and trusting student relationship, good communication and interpersonal skills, robust display of various teaching methods and techniques. These minimum ones, if they are possessed or exhibited, then we can classify that lecture to be a good lecture. So in conclusion, this lecture has helped learners to appreciate, obtain an understanding of the traits, qualities, or attributes that make a good lecture. The traits or qualities highlighted in this lecture could be learned through practice, meaning it is possible for anyone with the right passion, motivation, and enthusiasm to be a good lecturer.